On this episode, we're putting in carpet. So the red carpet was toasted, faded, destroyed. Well, it wasn't destroyed. I destroyed it, trying to change it. So I went to Newark Auto, like Newark, New Jersey Auto, and I ordered their carpet. The reason I went with them is because it's gray. So I changed this color to gray, that color's gray. The color is good, different shades of gray. It fits pretty good. So on the back side, they sewed in some not sewed, it's glued on, some insulation mat. The exposed edges have been trimmed, so they look pretty good. And then they cut it and fold it so that it sticks up in the corners. They sewed in the heel mat, and over here the mat for the throttle pedal. There's no holes in it, so they didn't cut any holes. We're responsible for doing that ourselves. And then we have to trim it up a little bit. There's some fibers left over from the production process, but that's just vacuuming it off. We'll do that last. They say to lay it out for a little while so that it relaxes and then gets rid of the wrinkles from shipping. So far the fit is pretty close. Now, I know what you're thinking, because I thought this too. It doesn't go all the way over. It's not one piece. So these pieces, these center pieces aren't going to be covered. But I think there's two options for that. There's no cup holders in this car. So we can't really put a cup holder here because of the brake. But we can put a cup holder here. So first we're going to get the carpet fitted, and then we'll figure out what to do with this part. You could overlap them and then sew them, and that would be okay. You can find this trim material, no problem. So I've already laid it in and I trimmed up this edge. Can you see me? Yeah, I trimmed up this edge. It might need to trim again, I don't know. I don't want it touching the weather stripping. But it's not that big a deal really. So we're gonna have to find the holes for the seat belts and cut those out. The holes for the seats. These little holes, they won't be that hard. We'll just punch a hole in it and then put a screw in there. They sewed these in here so that it drops down and fits along the floor pan better. And then up inside the firewall, everything fits pretty good. Over here, this may be a little long, but we can push it back and get our trim piece on there, and it folds out pretty well. The trim pieces are in the paint booth right now. I just sprayed them. The good thing about Texas when it's 104 is paint dries really fast. And I don't know if I'm going to cut the strips out. I may just cut the holes and put the plate over, and that'll, you know, a little bit more sound dampening, a little bit more thermal insulation, so it's not so frickin' hot. So I want to cut a relief for this drain pipe so I can roll this carpet over it. Okay, cool.
rolling. Got a letter this morning, how you reckon it read? Said, hurry, hurry, yeah, your love is dead. I said, I got a letter this morning, how you reckon it read? I said, hurry, hurry, the guy you love is dead. Grabbed my suitcase, took off down the road. Got down there, I laid down on that cooling board. I said, I'll grab my suitcase, took off down the road. I got down there, she was laid out on that cooling board. Well, I walked right close, looked down in her face. Said, a good old gal got laid to the judgment day. I said, I got right close, looked down in her face. A good old gal got to lay down till the judgment day. Look like there's 10,000 people standing around the burying ground. Didn't know I loved her till they laid her down. Looked like there were 10,000 people standing around the burying ground. I said I didn't know how much I loved her till they laid her down. Lord have mercy on my wicked soul. Would mistreat my baby for my wedding gold. I said, Lord have mercy on my wicked soul. I would mistreat my baby for my wedding gold. Well, I fold my arms, slowly walked away. I said, fare well, honey, see you on Judgment Day. I said, I'll fold up my arms and slowly walked away. I said, fare well, see you on the Judgment Day. No, I went in my room, I bowed down to pray. Blues came along, drove my spirit away. I said, I went into my room, bow my head to pray. I said the blues came along, Lord, drove my spirit away. You know I didn't feel so bad till the good old sun went down. Didn't have a soul, throw my arms around. Said I didn't feel so bad. The good old sun went down. That's when I didn't have no soul, throw my arms around. Well, I said I loved you, baby, like I love myself. You don't have me, you won't have nobody else. I said I love you, baby, then I love myself. I can't have you, baby, when you can't have nobody else. You know it's hard, I love someone, don't love you. I said it's hard, it's so hard, love someone that don't love you. Ain't no satisfaction, don't care what in the world you do. Got up this morning, just about to break a day, hugging that pillow where she used to lay. I said I woke up this morning, just about to break a day. I said I was hugging that pillow where my girl used to lay. Woke up this morning, feeling down for my shoes. You know my dad, baby, had more walking blues. I said I woke up this morning, feeling down for my shoes. I said, you know about that, baby, I had them all walking blues. You know, I cried last night and the night before. Got to change my way of living so I don't cry no more. I said I cried last night now and all the night before. Changed my way of living. I don't have to cry no more. Hush. Thought I heard her call my name. It was so loud, it was so nice and plain. I said, hush. Thought I heard her call my name. If it wasn't so loud, Lord, it's so nice and plain. Well, listen, whatever you do, there is one thing, honey, try to get along with you. I said, now listen, oh, whatever you do, there is one thing, honey, I'll try to get along with you. Well, the minute seemed like hours and the hour seemed like days. It seemed like good old gal don't stop the low down ways. I said, minutes seemed like hours. Hours seemed like days. Oh, my good old gal don't stop the low down cheating ways. You know, love's a hard old phone. Make you do things you don't want to do. I said, love's a hard old phone. Make you do things you don't want to do. Well, love sometimes make you feel sad and blue. I said, well, I love sometimes make you feel sad and blue.
Okay. So we got a couple of options. We're too thick. Option A, or let's just say option number 1, go get a longer bolt. Option 2, I think if we cut the padding off, that'll drop it down.
I'm gonna get me religion, join a Baptist church. I'm gonna get me religion, join a Baptist church. Then I'm gonna be a Baptist preacher, Lord. I don't have to worry. Well, one deacon jumped up, he began to grin. I said, one deacon jumped up, he began to grin. He said, I'm so glad I go back to Bell House again. Well, the sister jumped up, she began to shout. Well, this sister jumped up, she began to shout. I'm so glad this corn liquor's going out. Well, one deacon jumped up, said, sister, why don't you hush? Well, one deacon jumped up, said, sister, why don't you hush? Said, oh, you know you drinks corn liquor, girl, your lines are horrible stuff.
Okay, where we left off, somewhere around putting the plates down to squish the carpet. While you were away, I put the back panel in where the spare tire went, and I used some of the old weather stripping. Lodge this piece right here so it doesn't roll out. Fold it over, tap it on. It worked. So I got this trim piece in, I got the bottom trim piece in under the footwell. So next is this trim piece, and then the seat, and then this side will be finished. So before I do that, I want to get the weather stripping on, because this little plate fits over the weather stripping side. So it's going to have to go on first. I'm going to clean all of this off, don't worry. They used glue. I don't know why. But weather stripping.